I'm with Oti Suarez, Joint Secretary of Semana de Cultura. And can you tell us how exactly did you all start going on with the Semana de Cultura, and what are you all trying to bring about by having such workshops?
We started this festival way back in 2008. Okay, it was all the clubs of Goa got together. We have about 7 clubs. We have the Indo-Portuguese Friendship Society. We have Fundação Orient and the Portuguese Consulate also. It was actually at the initiative of the Portuguese Consulate. We started this festival in 2008. Well, the main aim of this festival is to promote art, music, cuisine, And today we're having the culinary workshop. We had one yesterday where we have celebrity chef Carlos Martins Alves with us. He's a lot of things have come on him on the paper, with about him on the papers, which you must be knowing.
And talking about Portuguese cuisine, how would you define the taste of Portuguese cuisine? Because now I've also tasted a lot of their dishes, and each dish and each preparation has a different taste altogether. So you must be an expert in Portuguese cuisine. So how would you define Portuguese?
I'm not really an expert, but Portuguese cuisine is unique, I would say. It's not too spicy, and I think a lot of people here enjoy Portuguese cuisine. Okay, whereas people in Portugal now are very fond of our Indian curries. So it's like both ways. I love bacalhau in any form, and today the chef is really churning out wonderful recipes in bacalhau, which you have tasted, so you know for yourself.
Mixture. Scottish because you can always put more. You can try. You can try. And now you must be careful because you must press it, but very smoothly, because it's good to find the potato. You put text, and now you do the same. It's necessary to not let this to be very, very, very
Dry.
dry. It's very difficult to separate it easily.
And we've reached the final stage of our Portuguese culinary workshop in Cidade de Goa. And what an interesting thing is that this is a fruit which is called marmelos in Portuguese, which is called quince in English. And this is the fruit which is used to make the marmalade. And as the marmalade has been going around the world and being made of mangoes and pumpkins, this is somewhat like the pear that we have, but it is completely different from the pear. It's a very, very hard fruit. It has a sweet and a very bitterish taste, and this is what the marmalade is made from. And as you have just watched and seen how the people are really licking their spoons with the marmalade that they've been enjoying.
Anita Coelho.
I'm with the entire team of Siddharth and Chef Paul, who assisted the chef who came all the way from Portugal. So, Chef, how was the experience of y'all hosting this thing in your hotel, and what did you and your team learn from all this?
It's really a great experience because Chef Martin is a great chef who believes in producing authentic Portuguese food. In fact, we learned a lot of Portuguese dishes from him. Even though we make a lot of dishes in Alfama, it's really a retreat for us after we came here, because we were able to learn a lot of new flavors, new recipes. And I'm sure in future we'll be able to, now Siddharth has a much more authentic Portuguese food than ever we had in the past, and we have more to offer in the future.
How would you define Portuguese food? Now, you have seen various kinds of cuisine being cooked in Siddharth and through your past experience wherever you've worked. How would you define Portuguese cuisine, like the taste and the what brings out the authenticity of the food? Like, what are the key ingredients?
Yeah, Portuguese food is basically it's made of a lot of lot of olive oil is used in Portuguese food. A lot of garlic is used, and must have heard of the bacalhau, the codfish. That's something unique that you get to taste from Portugal, and it's very simple cuisine where we use a lot of wine, vinegar in cooking, a lot of paprika is used, even coriander, what we use in India, also used in Portuguese cuisine. It's simple, very flavorsome. A lot of seafood is being used in that. So basically, it's a simple but rich and healthy cuisine made of olive oil, wine, lot of seafood, especially bacalhau. It's a great cuisine.
So, are we going to look forward to having some of the recipes shown by chef today in Alfama?
Yes, very much. We are, in fact, we have learned. We are going to learn much more the next 2 days, and we'll be having it in our Siddharth. It will be available if you order well in advance. Really, it's worth learning. Working with Chef Martins, we learned a lot.
Thank you. And what about y'all? How much did y'all learn from all this experience? I'm sure it was a good experience for all of you.
Yeah, it was a new experience for us to work with a chef like Chef Martins, and we have learned a lot because Portuguese cuisine is it's a very unique cuisine. It's very simple, a lot of fresh ingredients, and we loved it.
It's awesome, simple food, and it was a great learning experience with Chef Martins. That's it.
Do you plan on going to Portugal and start cooking with Chef Martin someday?
Of course, if I get a chance to, sure.
What about you?
It's my great pleasure that Alfama has been selected for the demo. The workshop has been conducted yesterday and today. Nice to have different kinds of different dishes, and with Chef Paul and Chef on Portuguese and the delegates from the Goa preferred, and especially to upgrade the standard of Alfama restaurant.
And what was the dish that you all enjoyed cooking?
Bacalhau abras.
And what about you?
Cataplana?
So how did you enjoy the Portuguese cuisine workshop?
The Catalanta was a very favorite, very good dish, which was very nice. I like the way he cooked it, and the dish which were in the pot where he put. Yeah, I think it was a copper pot. Copper pot. That was very nice. We have to go out looking for that pot now. That will be nice. And yes, that is what he said. We cook it in the pressure cooker. Right. That will be brought out only in that Catalanta copper pot. That's true. But
And what are the sweets? He showed us a lot of sweets as well, and I think I like the sweets.
yes, the boa, what he sought, that was quite nice. And I think since the Christmas is coming very close, we look forward to make it.
Chef from Malawi, Chef Agnello de Souza. So how did you, Chef? How did you enjoy this?
This was very interesting for us to learn something new, and it was original from Portuguese chef has come, and he has been giving training, and he has shown the good dishes also, and I'm really proud of it also.
And what is your specialty? What food do you cook?
We prepare, in fact, Goan Portuguese.
Okay, so I'm sure you're going to add some of these dishes in your recipe.
Yes, we are more about it.
And which are some of the dishes that you like today?
But sweets we like too much more, and the fish that it was prepared also bacalhau. That was the good also.
Okay, so you thought that this workshop was quite worthwhile and you learned a lot.
Yes, very much.
Okay, thank you so much. And now, since the workshop has come to an end, at last I've got a chance to sit down and talk with Chef. So, Chef, how did you enjoy the workshop?
I like it very much. You know, it's always interesting when we have nice people and people that are interested in to know things, and you can talk and think.
And you are known as a celebrity chef. So how have you been able to build up this repute and for people to recognize you as a celebrity chef?
I don't know what is celebrity. It's one word. I really don't know. I do my job, and I try to do my job well. And I try to teach and to transmit the things I know to the other people. I have 64 years, I think there's a lot of young people that must be put out, and I like to do that. We can give our secrets, but we can give it our soul, and what we think, what we do. It's special for each person. You understand? So, what happens if I can go and say I have a secret? I have no secrets. I have ways to do the things. If somebody wants to keep and to do the same things the way I do, okay, it's a pleasure for me.
Chef, a lot of chefs have one ingredient which can turn the dish around. So which is that ingredient for you?
I think I have nothing special. You know, everything is special. You know, everything is special, and it depends on the thing you are going to do. You know, but because if I do something with fish, of course for me at this time fish is special.
And what I noticed today while you were cooking is you didn't use gloves, and
I love the gloves, you know, but I like to feel the things.
And what I also notice is you do not go by measures. Like I just saw you picking up tomatoes, picking up onions and putting. So is this something that you have learned over years, or it's just your kind of idea of how the recipe should be?
You know, I've always... But it's very hard for me to work with gloves, you know, because I want to touch the things and I want to do the things. And with gloves, I can't. It's not possible.
And what about the ingredients? Because I saw you were not going fixed by recipe, you were just lifting tomatoes, potatoes.
Because it's difficult to, when we do a
Have you
recipe.
mastered it through experience? Or?
Yes, it's the experience, but look one thing. If we do one recipe with tomato, for example, tomato can be on point or can be not on point. If I do one thing with tomato, not with in the point of maturation, I must put more. So I can tell you, put 1 kilo of tomato. I can see that I need more than 1 kilo, or I can see that I want less than 1 kilo. It depends of the quality of the product. I know that for meat I put 200, for example, 200 grams of meat. Okay, it's 200 grams, but with all the other things, all the other components, not the basic ones, it's impossible.
So do you eat to live or do you live to eat?
If I eat, of course I eat.
So you don't live to eat? You eat?
No, I don't live to eat. When I was one day in the kitchen, I never eat. Okay. I try this, I try that, but I never eat. Okay. Everybody says, you don't want to eat, you don't want to have lunch. No, I can't. Okay. I never can, because I never do it.
It was really nice meeting you, Chef, and I'm sure all of us have really enjoyed what you've prepared today, and muito obrigado.
It was a pleasure.
All good things must come to an end, and so has this culinary workshop on Portuguese cuisine come to an end at Alfama in Siddharth, Goa. And it was a really wonderful time to learn some of the wonderful delicacies taught by Chef Martins from Portugal. With this, we come to an end of this special feature. Hope to see you sometime soon. Till then, take care and goodbye.